Connecting communities. In studio this afternoon, we are joined by another one in as far as Val is concerned. Val is definitely being represented from all spheres, from all the corners of the Val. Ntabanyane Wakajeni will be in conversation with the TLHAHO Ntabanyane as we tap into the fact that Vincent Zwani has compiled what we simply call a hashtag Val Hip Hop Music Compilation that also is divided into 3 volumes, which is just definitely peace, which means it's hot, but also the second part, Kipula, and then of course the third part, Kinala. And on Ntabanyane Wakajeni, we are joined by TLHAHO Ntabanyane, who actually forms part of the part 1 of the compilation, which is consisting out of Hoto. They are the likes of your Lekwa, alongside Black Dilinga, and of course we've also got the likes of your Rasikhantu Matsabu, and not forgetting the likes of your Real Deal Gennaro, just to name a couple of artists in as far as part 1 of the Val Music Hip Hop compilation is concerned. So we are joined by TLHAHO as we're going to be talking about his career as a whole, but also Liena, but also tapping into about the fact that Vincent Zwani has decided to put his song Katleho in this compilation, which is the part 1 of it in Anaya Hoto. And without any further waste of time, let's bring him in. And I mean, of course, he does not come in as a regular guest. He's coming in dressed, he's coming in showing us organicity. He means business. Good afternoon, man.
Hoto,
oh. Like a true super giant.
Yes.
Like a true super giant. Hoto manis.
Hoto, listen. Nala.
Oh,
yes. Abundance. No, kemunatu wena munati da. Neo, the one. Kivali Neo, the one. Hey, I can't go on in my oh, no, Savoni.
Dropping bars.
I can't honk. Oh, yeah, we back. I'm going to
go on.
Otherwise, I know you handle that talking. When I was wrong,
I want to make a pit on this. I know. La fela ngari ka nete ba tla o re philifanya tsa mara ke pit.
Ke mahlono. Yeah, ke mahlono.
Before I go back,
yes.
Are you from Lesotho? Of what?
Okay.
Sure.
I grew up between South Africa and Lesotho because my parents never globally based in but
yeah.
Both my Bonkhonwaka, ke batho ba Lesotho.
Okay.
So most of the time, ke spendile nako e pala Bonkhonwaka mara diphantsha di le ka mo. Ke tle ka mo when I'm older mara ne ke switch between ka mo le kara because I'm an 80s baby and you know ka di 80s it was crazy. You know tsala ntho tse ngata ho le bonene bo dikolo dia kwalwa o sna bo di riots all of those things so I had to switch between Lesotho le Mzansi. Yeah.
Which one do you love the most?
Because hadi tshwane hona le a balance in between. I think Lesotho ke rata in terms of le peaceful haholo wa bo khotso le morals botho the way communities villages I like Mzansi. Yeah, Mzansi ke le question I want the community.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wana me ha re bua ka your career.
Yes.
Ha re bua ka wena TLHAHO the article ke TLHAHO.
Yeah, ke TLHAHO. Nature, sure.
Ha re bua ka TLHAHO the musician, TLHAHO the rapper.
Yes.
TLHAHO the artist.
Yes.
TLHAHO art.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if people could see this art at its best as well.
All right, let me put it in simple for you. Actually, I'm not just only the artist. I'm sure it's just my entertainment. It's what I love to do. Initially, I'm a scientist, I'm an alchemist, I'm a herbalist, I'm a doctor from a traditional perspective.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So the reason I wear the mask, the reason I appear like a superhero is because it doesn't have to interfere with my work with the people.
Sure.
Of what I do as an entertainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you then delve into the entertainment industry?
I've always initially music was the first thing ke la ka ba ho yona holo for a long time, but I've always known hore ke na le these other gifts, so ntse ke sa di pursue the same way as music. But eventually you know how the spiritual personal man mo ntho di breakang and ha di ntho di ema, and then you know go tamile wetseng, and you know hona some of the things that o tlamelo ke part ho tsona tsa bophelo ba o tse tlo etsang gore ntho le ngwe e kgono ya pele hape, especially musicians. If I might put it in simple, most musicians are spiritual. They have spiritual gifts besides just being musicians. Yeah.
How do you work your first ever singer?
Yes.
So you are also early. So meaning in this music industry,
I wouldn't put myself in that box. I wouldn't put myself in a box. I would rather just say I'm a musician. Yeah, I'm a musician.
Across all the genres.
Yeah, because the kind of music, I'm sure even the way I make music, it's so futuristic. That's why even how you see a futuristic person, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm more like a time traveler. So music sometimes might be ahead to understand what I'm trying to do. Like about so to the way it's more advanced. It might be maybe the music that will make more sense clearly maybe to years to come.
What inspires you? What inspires your music? What inspires your writing?
My writing, it comes from my upbringing, the way you my journey as a child from Lesotho mainly, and the fusion Mokiling presently at the moment. So music most of the time, it's no capping. It's strictly my life experiences and things in my life, in my daily life. So I don't make music like other people just to try things that are not there. So most of my music is real. It's real. Whatever that you're hearing, what I'm saying, know that it's real.
It's authentic.
Yeah. Of course.
Into
yeah. So I believe my music it's original. I don't think there's anyone that make the music that I make. Yeah. Hence even my costume is unique.
Takes it on. Yeah. Well, it's 6 minutes. It's 5 now, in fact. Before the hour 5 o'clock, we are joined by TLHAHO Ntabanyane as we literally look into his music. So let's first start there. I'm a musician, my brother. But also, I'm more than just being an entertainer and being in this industry. Let's delve deeper into one of the main reasons why you are here this afternoon.
All right.
Vincent Zwani has compiled Val Music Hip Hop.
Yes.
Compilation Volume 1.
Yes.
And you happen to be in this compilation, Abud. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. The opportunity, and I think it makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
Especially for the first volume and then most of the time when I start my conversations, and then when I end my conversations, say and then the next person will say khanya. Yes, kaska ke tsholo ga ke motho a tsamayang ke le mong ke tsamaya le ba Fokeng ke tsamaya le ba Hlakwana ke tsamaya le ba Poena, so ke motho a sedimo. Yes.
Dina ena ring again mona in this compilation.
Yes. It's mainly talking about my success. Like I said, I'm a futuristic artist. It's mainly talking about where I'm gonna be in the future, and then some of the obstacles that I'm going through in the present. Because the present, the future, the past, they happen at the same time. So in case so that's how I write my songs. I write them from the past, the present, and the future. Yeah. So my success, where I'm gonna be, and my trials and tribulations at the moment to get to where
are you going to be?
I believe maybe by the year 2026 or 27, I believe I'll be a billionaire. Based on the things that I do, not just only music. Yeah. So I believe I'm gonna be doing bigger things. So it mainly talks about that. The gift that I have, it's way beyond me, and then people might not understand it now at the moment, but later on in life. But so how about revisit the music? That's when they're gonna hear, this guy did say this. Yeah.
Before we let you go, I want to find out from you. You're saying that at least by 2026, 2027, sort of a direction, you'll be a billionaire.
Yeah.
Right. Some of the artists that perhaps maybe you would want to work with? Because of you said when you are just different, genuine, authentic,
Yes.
and chill like that. How about to say with another children?
I do want to work with artists.
Boma.
There's a lot of people that I work with. So far, I can like Vale kapo South Africa as a whole.
SA as the whole.
Ngakata spanali 25k on top of my head. Who else? I would love to make song with this. Who's this song I check? Why am I forgetting her? The song I want with the John Cena song.
Oh,
Just see, yeah. I can see why. I can see why Bali actually. Show my Josie, yes. Show my Josie, and even Questa.
Sure.
Even Big Zulu.
Even Big Zulu.
Yeah, Big Zulu. Even though Big Zulu, I've always been around Big Zulu when he was up and coming. But yeah, even Big Zulu, I would love to do a song with Big Zulu. Because I believe Sotho Saga the way still authentic. If Sky Match and Zulu size authentic, we can come up with the magic.
Allow me to be controversial.
All right.
What do you think of the Stana Le
Malume Vector? Yeah, I can. I'm behind them. They are part of me. And then I would love to work with Stana. I forgot that. Yeah, Ngakatos Banda de Stana, even Malume Effect. I love what they're doing, especially recent tape. I'm not sure if it's an album. Yeah, Malume Vector.
Yeah,
yes, I love a couple of songs in there. Also Stana. Yeah.
Why then? Is it because of the countries that you said the difference?
Yes.
Earlier on.
Yeah.
I stand to be corrected.
All right.
But I believe that these guys, including you,
yes,
but all so.
Yes.
And then the Ramsutu that comes on.
Yeah.
Like the channel and everything.
Yeah.
Why then let's say some of the products?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, like, I'm different with them. Nah, I'm like South African, Lesotho at the same time. But they are mainly about Lesotho only. Like I want to explain, I've always had my parents and my other relatives living here, and even I was born here, even though I grew up in Lesotho most of my time. You understand?
Sure.
Yes. So I think that's why even the language, if you were to check my language, as much as Sotho Sagala Stibi, it's a different Sotho. Soto's naledi in fact anga ka break down for when wa bona ha ya Lesotho but bana ra ka ofela re bua Sotho se tshwana Sotho sa gona se tshwane. That's why le music wa Korean wa Sotho ona le di category tsa di language because Sotho sa gona ka ofela se tshwane re na le matebele bo Sotho you see.
Sure.
Yeah. And how come mamela music wa Korean ka ofela Sotho sa gona se tshwane ka ofela o ya ka di village go tswa motseng o feng. Yes.
I think I should because I'm interested in learning Sesotho.
Yes.
But I work in the field as well.
Yes.
But I'm regulating in this model C school.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like a fella monana.
Alright.
Saki buamo.
Yes.
I'm not going to go and to wait at. And two but fella who like rekita man.
Alright.
Going to make so next.
Yes.
So how am from Hona? Off air. Let's have some featuring with you.
No problem.
Let's talk about literature. Let's talk about Sotho.
No problem.
Let's teach people some of the things as a Sotho as well.
That's my whole point. In fact, the music the whole point. The music mainly archival language. Hence, the way you want to thing, you would total science mathematics in Sotho. That's what I'm trying to put there for kids because I know now go etlang languages are they're gonna die out. Yeah. So the only way for now to preserve keep music because music is forever. I mean Bob Marley and music music on solid. I mean Ricky might be gone now physically, but music will only thing forever. The impact and everything. Sure.
Well, it's a minute after the hour, 5 o'clock. We are in conversation with the TLHAHO Ntabanyane. We're also going to be joined by Masedi coming up in this last hour of the show because Lena is also part of the Val Music hip-hop compilation that Vincent Zwani has done. And speaking of Masedi, what do you think about Masedi?
I'm a fan of Masedi boy. I've worked with him. Masedi couple of tracks. That's me on the chorus there.
That's you on the chorus?
Yes, that's me on the chorus. I'm sure you can say about 3 to 4 songs. Yeah, I love what he's doing. You know, nanto ke ratang ka music ke rata batho ba different, ba unique, ba original. It doesn't have, you don't have to sound like anyone for me. As long as I see your vision and then it's making sense and you have you have a following, a strong support to that, I'm a fan.
Maname, ero go to hell. Mbappe lo go to hell. Uri beleletse o tswa kae, mmino wa hao ke eng, dipapi pana le kae.
Alright.
Ka lentswe le leng.
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
Lentswe le leng.
Yes.
La Sesotho.
Aha.
A go itlhalosa.
Well,
TLHAHO Ntabanyane ke mang ka lentswe le leng.
TLHAHO Ntabanyane ke mang? Ke TLHAHO. Yeah, nature is everything. Ke kopa support ya lona ala ka subscribe holo my YouTube channel ya TLHAHO Ntabanyane and support my page on Facebook TLHAHO Ntabanyane and on Instagram is TLHAHO82k. Believe me, I will not be disappointed. My content is original and it's very unique. Actually, right now, even the way I'm putting my things, I'm very much original. So, on
Facebook,
TLHAHO Ntabanyane. Yes.
Across all the platforms.
Yeah, except the whole Instagram. Get TLHAHO82k.
Right.
Yeah, my house is TLHAHO. You're gonna
find it.
Yes. Yes.
Let's get to talk to you again. As an entertainer, as a musician.
Yes.
Let's say 3 to 4 months. Are you working on something?
Yeah, I'm working on something. I'm always working on something. I have a tape that I might take out maybe late this year, and then let me see. I took out something just late last year. Meaning, even in the midst of darkness, I still shine. Yes. So I'm not training with in the way Nakyongwalan Soto thing. Because I understand, I studied Kirapaga English even though I grew up in the Sotho. I'm trying to merge Sotho to the same level about English. Yes, that's the level that I'm bringing.
Right.
Yeah.
On a Maribusan happy way now.
No, I be hot.
Thank you. What's